Who would have thought that I'll be picking cassava leaves to eat? Welcome back to Tone's Caribbean Buddy, guys, and in today's session I am so excited to be sharing with you this cassava leaves recipe. Now I'm sure you will agree with me that in the Caribbean currently, cassava is not only popular, but it has a great deal of potential. It is actually the 5th most important crop in the world. But in the Caribbean, the crop continues to be highly recognized but undercapitalized. Globally, cassava production outperforms most other staple crops because of the amount of value-added products that can be generated from this staple root, from farine to flour. Oh, by the way, if you have not yet checked out my how to make cassava flour at home from scratch, check out the video down below. The link is right there. You can also make porridge, a lot of other foods and dishes from the cassava root. Bread is a favorite from all different shapes and sizes to meet everyone's palate. Now, another amazing thing about cassava is that it creates an import replacement opportunity for various food items, including wheat flour, beer, and animal feed. So the versatility of cassava makes it one of the most sought after root crops for everyone. While the cassava root continues to gain popularity, cooking cassava leaves, not so much. Now, cassava leaves and cooking cassava leaves aren't very common in the Caribbean as in other African countries such as Liberia and Sierra Leone. Dishes ranging from soups and stews are a daily staple in these regions. The majority of people in Congo eat them as basic green vegetables. Now, just as with other leafy green vegetables, cassava leaves have a plethora of nutrients. They are very high in vitamin C and they have high levels of antioxidants that can help to prevent cardiovascular disease, strokes, and cancer. Now let's go into today's video where I share with you my recipe on how I cooked my cassava leaves. You first start with gathering as many cassava leaves as you can. Then simply wash them properly to remove any dirt and chop them up and get them ready with your other ingredients for your recipe. Today is a simple recipe of sauteed tuna with cassava leaves and other vegetables. You start with sauteing your onion and garlic, and at this stage you just simply add your tuna. You can replace the tuna with sardine or any other type of fish that you have at your disposal. Add your seasoning like your pimento, chive, and other green seasoning. Powders can be added as well for that extra spicy flavor, and then simply combine everything. You add your leafy greens, including your chopped cassava leaves and any other leafy greens that you want to include in that dish. Add your tomatoes last if that's something you want to add, and just simply toss everything together under a low heat. You simply cover the pan to ensure that everything gets steamed and cooked properly, and then it's all ready to serve. Now, when people heard that I was going to be cooking cassava leaves, the first question they asked, "Isn't that poisonous?" And truth be told, I was a bit skeptical at first until I realized I eat the tubers. But just to be on the safe side, ensure that the variety of cassava that you're using is that of the sweet or the butter cassava and not the bitter cassava. Wash the leaves properly and cook them thoroughly before you consume them. Do not eat them raw. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you appreciate the content.